going on, guys? Your boy Duke back here with another new episode of Uncut Vlogs. Today I'm going to be talking about political privilege. That's right, I said it. Political privilege. It's kind of like white privilege, except for it only affects the politically elite in this country. I believe that the political privilege that our politicians have has gotten to a level right now that is destroying our economy, destroying our nation, our great nation that is the United States of America, and overall just wrecking the overall morale of the people within our country. If you look at Hillary Clinton, the amount of stuff she's been able to get away with, and other politicians out there like Chris Christie, I believe he got caught doing some meth and drinking, and he got away with that. Nobody really touched base on that when he was running for president. And just the political privilege that these politicians have to be able to be held to a different standard of law than the average citizen, which is not fair. It's absolutely not fair to me. It's not fair to you. It's not fair to anybody else in this country. If we all have to abide by the same rules and the same philosophies, then we all need to abide by them, and we all need to take the same punishments for doing it. Hillary Clinton is probably the biggest perpetuator of political privilege. If you notice, she's getting away with a lot of stuff right now. She's gotten away with her email scandal. She gets away with, these micro wars that she starts over in Africa. She gets away with, getting these large donations from out of country investors that want her in political power so that they can use her to gain more money and more resources. The political privilege and corruption that's going on right now is at an all-time high, and I think overall, if it continues to be this way, where citizens are starting to see politicians not receive the same kind of criminal charges or the same kind of treatment as everyday human beings and human citizens within our country, it's going to eventually lead to all-out anarchy. If this anarchy trend continues, where politicians are held to a lower standard of conducting themselves versus me and you. And overall, it's just not fair that they have this political privilege, being able to, avoid paying taxes, being able to, avoid the law when possible, being able to get away with things that your average day, citizen would just not be able to get away with. And if somebody even questions them about it, it's, how dare you? How dare you question me about this? How dare you, ask about my emails? How dare you? How dare you question anything? It's like, you know what? You're a politician. We should be able to question you whenever we want, when we want. That's the point of you being a politician, is that you need to answer to the citizens of this country. And right now, it goes the other way around. The citizens, have to listen to what the politicians have to say, and the politicians tell us how it's going to be. And that's not the way that our country should be run. So I am down. I hate political privilege. I think political privilege is ridiculous. Get the word out there, guys, about political privilege. Start using it more and more. I want to get the term out there so it's, it gets to a real popular level, because it really needs to be identified and really needs to be noted amongst people in this country that these politicians have such a high level of political privilege that puts them above the law. And what's going to end up happening is what happened in Rome, when those politicians were above the citizens, above everybody else. It eventually led to a point where, the incomes of those citizens got to such a lower point, and the debt to income ratio got so high that they couldn't afford to make a living anymore. They just couldn't afford to pay their taxes, and couldn't afford to, listen to these politicians, and basically a government overthrow is going to happen. So if you vote for Hillary Clinton and her political privilege, that's likely the direction this country is going to lead into, is more tax, more depression within our lower income, middle income families, going to keep destroying the middle class and just only build the political elite and the elitists out there in the country. And that's not something I would like to see. And that's not something you would like to see. I personally would like to just live a really good life, be able to have steak and potatoes and green beans every day, and have a nice vehicle, and own a nice boat, and have a nice home, and be able to provide for my children so that they could go to college. But the way that these Democrats want to run this country is preventing us from doing that, and it's preventing more and more people from being able to get out from the hole that they've dug themselves into to be able to do that. So anyways, guys, if you enjoy my videos, please like, comment, subscribe. Check back every day for a new video. I don't do them on weekends, but I do them Monday through Friday. So thank you guys very much for watching. We'll see you next time.